A Carnegie Institution for Science audio press release for September 25, 2014. Solar cell compound probed under pressure. Gallium arsenide, a semiconductor composed of gallium and arsenic, is well known to have physical properties that promise practical applications. In the form of nanowires and nanoparticles, it has particular potential for use in the manufacture of solar cells and optoelectronics in many of the same applications that silicon is commonly used. But the natural semiconducting ability of the gallium arsenide requires some tuning in order to make it more desirable for use in manufacturing these types of products. New work from a team led by Carnegie's Alexander Goncharov explores a novel approach to such tuning. Their work is published in the journal Scientific Reports. The research team includes Wei Zhou, Xiaojia Chun, Xinhua Li, and Yuqi Wang of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, and Zhanbao Zhang of the South China University of Technology. Metallic substances conduct electrical current easily, whereas insulating or non-metallic materials conduct no current at all. Semiconducting materials exhibit mid-range electrical conductivity. When semiconducting materials are subjected to an input of a specific energy, bound electrons can be moved to higher energy conducting states. The specific energy required to make this jump to the conducting state is defined as the band gap. Fine-tuning of this band gap has the potential to improve gallium arsenide's commercial potential. There are different methods available to engineer slight tweaks to the band gap. Goncharov's team focused on the novel application of very high pressure, which can cause a compound to undergo electronic changes that can alter the electron carrier properties of materials. It had already been demonstrated on nanowires made from one crystalline form of gallium arsenide, the cubic so-called zinc blende structure, that the band gap widens under pressure. The present research focused instead on nanowires of a less common crystalline form, the hexagonal so-called wurtzite structure. The team subjected wurtzite gallium arsenide to up to about 227,000 times normal atmospheric pressure, or 23 gigapascals, in diamond anvil cells. They discovered the band gap that the electrons needed to leap across also widened, although not as much as in the case of the zinc blende crystal nanowires. Significantly, they discovered that around 207,000 times normal atmospheric pressure, or 21 gigapascals, the wurtzite gallium arsenide nanowires underwent a structural change that induced a new phase, the so-called orthorhombic one, which may possibly have metallic electronic properties. Goncharov explained that there is a similarity in behavior when subjected to high pressure, but resulting significant differences in the size of the band gap between the two crystalline structures of gallium arsenide. This suggests that both types of gallium arsenide structures could theoretically be incorporated into a single device or even a single nanowire and realize much more complex and useful electronic functions through interactions across the phases. The researchers believe these findings will stimulate further research into gallium arsenide for both basic scientific and practical purposes. This is a microphotograph of wurtzite gallium arsenide nanowire in a diamond anvil cell high-pressure cavity kept at 99,000 times normal atmospheric pressure, or 10 gigapascals. A blue spot is from the 488 nanometer laser spot, about 4 micrometers in diameter. The photo is credited to Wei Zhou. With the independence for nimble pursuit, Carnegie scientists tackle some of the most profound challenges in modern science, fundamentally changing what's possible for us, our planet, and our universe.